we counting these times as well?
Shut up.
Are we counting these, like, are we, like, when we do the, like, when I count down, am I adding,
Yes.
okay,
So shut the fuck
now
up.
you keep, I have to recount, because I'm doing it in my head, right? I'm doing it in my skull, right? So I'm just like, 1,
Alright, go
2,
ahead.
3. And then you say it, and I'm like, oh, shit, I have to recount now, because that,
Dude, that's within the first minute. That's going to be demonetization. Thanks.
well, you didn't say he was recording.
I literally just did.
That doesn't count.
It does.
No.
I just kept going with the bit.
Yeah, but it doesn't count, though.
We're back with Tasha's Cauldron and everything. Oh, with Tasha's Cauldron and everything. We're just going to keep looking at more optional stuff. Monk, this is the next thing we're looking at. We're looking at more subclasses. And granted, could we have made another fighter? Yeah, but let's do that at another time. We don't need to do another character and stuff. Now, for those on YouTube, since we're streaming on YouTube today, we had a Twitch stream when the book literally first came out. That had to do with us first looking at stuff, and we're still first looking at stuff. It's just we also now have the actual book.
Nani?
And now that we have the actual book, we do glance throughs, and we've seen a lot of stuff. That does not mean that we actually like read stuff. Or
I didn't read nothing.
So
I got the book. I put it down.
No, you don't.
I put it. I got the book and I put it down, and we played Friday,
Yeah.
and then I just gave everyone else a book. I passed it around like a hot potato.
Optional class feature.
Oh!
You can gain these things at a certain level, just like every other class. Optional class features, literally different options you can be given if your DM allows it. To the monk comes in this book. Second level monk feature would be a dedicated weapon. You train yourself to use a variety of weapons as monk weapons. Not just simple weapons and short swords. Whenever you finish a short or long rest, you can touch one weapon, focus on your key on it, and then count that weapon as a monk weapon until you use this feature. The chosen weapon must meet these criteria. The weapon must be a simple or martial weapon. You must be proficient with it and must lack the heavy or special properties. So you can be a longsword monk.
Monk of the Long Sword.
I mean, that's just what I would do. That's the first thing that comes to my brain. So I'd just be swiping at people with my longsword.
Swiper, no swiping.
No, it's good because it gives them more combat options. That's not just punching.
Yeah, and I can use like crossbows, longbows, technically.
And technically.
So then, interestingly enough, now you can go sharpshooter and things like that on the monk, which wasn't really
Viable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keyfield Attacks. You can spend 1 key point or more as a bonus as a part of your action on your turn. You can make one attack with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon as a bonus action before the end of the turn. Yeah, I heard it. You can make one or a monk weapon as a bonus action before the end of your turn if you spend a key point. So just you can spend another key point just to do another hit. But it does cost you another key point. Quickened Healing. As an action, you can spend 2 key points and roll a martial arts die. You regain a number of hit points equal to the number rolled plus your proficiency bonus. Okay, so you can heal yourself with key points. Focus Aim. When you miss with an attack roll, you can spend 1 to 3 key points to increase your attack roll by 2. What? For each of these key points, you spend potentially turning that miss into a hit. Okay. If you still miss, you still miss. It's just wasting key points.
Well, I mean, it's a good way to spend it if you don't. If you need it. If you know that, yeah. Yeah, if you know it. If you're just wasting it to just like maybe possibly.
I just see that more. It's more funny to me.
Damn, son.
I see it like that, dude. So fuck off.
Damn,
At
son.
3rd level, a monk gains the subclasses. So the subclasses for the new monk, not new monk, for Tasha's Cauldron and everything. I will tell you right now. I don't know how long we're gonna do this. We're definitely not going as long as last time because that was wicked long.
Yeah.
And my brain does not have the energy for that today. But we'll go for a while here. Way of Mercy. Play doctor. Some looks never go out of style. Monks of the Way of Mercy learn to manipulate the life force of others to bring aid to those in need. They are wandering physicians to the poor and hurt. However, to those beyond their help, they bring a swift end as an act of mercy. Those who follow the Way of Mercy might be members of a religious order, administering the needy and making grim choices rooted in reality rather than idealism. Some might be gentle voice healers, beloved by their communities, while others may be masked bringers of macabre mercies. The walkers of this way usually don robes with deep cowls, and they often conceal their faces with masks, presenting themselves as the faceless bringers of life and death.
Oh, interesting.
That's a choice. Implements of Mercy. The level Way of Mercy feature. You gain proficiency in the insight and medicine skills, and you gain proficiency with the herbalism kit. You also gain a special mask, which you often wear when you use these features of this subclass. This was not part of it before. They had the mask.
Well, I mean, in general, getting a proficiency in any kit for the monk is different. Is new.
Yeah. No. The first part's fine. I love the first part. The mask is new. Like, they definitely had to play Dr. Bit in the book. That was not the original concept. But that doesn't mean
see, the thing is that more, Matt Mercer's book came out recently, so therefore, I feel like they're definitely trying out new things just due to the fact that they think, oh, we can explore a little bit more.
Thank God.
You know?
It's not, like I said, it's not a bad thing. It's just definitely a choice, and it's going to allow people to explore their creativity if they choose the mask. This is an option. Let me present that. It's an option. You don't have to wear a mask. It's just, this is the core idea behind the subclass. The mask appearances could be raven, blink, and white, like masquerade style, crying visage, laughing visage, skull, butterfly, topsy-turvy, topsy-turvy. Hands of healing.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Your mystical touch can mend wounds as an action. You can spend 1 key point to touch a creature and restore a number of hit points equal to a roll of your martial arts die, plus your wisdom modifier. When you use your flurry of blows, you can replace one of the armor checks with the use of this feature without spending a key point for the healing. That's really good. That last bit makes a lot more sense. You can use the flurry of blows to heal instead, which is cool.
Kinda actually like what Monk Joe had for Icon.
Yeah, very much like that. Hand of Harm, which is the opposite, the death part of the Way of Mercy. Use your key to inflict wounds. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you can spend 1 key point to deal an extra necrotic damage equal to 1 roll of your martial arts die, and plus your wisdom modifier. You can use this feature only once per turn.
So once again, this is definitely... It feels like yin-yang right here. This feels like a yin-yang subclass. Because on one hand it's healing, on the other hand it's hurting.
Yin-yang can be identified in many ways, but
exactly.
Like this is it's not a bad way to look at it for sure. It's still a reminder. I mean, like if you were like thinking, if that's the way you're viewing it, right? The druid, the wildfire druid could be viewed in the same way.
Yeah.
If that's the way you're viewing it, which is cool.
But once again, another excellent example of support class.
Yeah, there's definitely a heavy emphasis on, dude, you guys gotta start playing healers more.
Or just fucking help each other, like.
Yeah, because it's just such a big thing.
Just damage is all the thing that people think about whenever they
high initiative damage, high initiative damage.
assassin,
Kill,
berserker,
kill, die, kill.
totem barbarian. Just
See, the thing is just like, okay, cool. You're bringing a heavy hitter. Okay, cool. You want to kill the DM. Okay, cool. You want to kill someone. All right. Did you come to have fun with your friends?
no, I came to kill something.
I'm having a shit time in my real life, so my needs comes before everyone else's here.
So I kill everyone.
So I killed Kevin. So
Why?
You looked at me funny and said that I had a stupid mask.
But he's right. What?
8.
8 what?
I ordered it to hit you.
Yeah, his AC's way too high for an 8 to hit.
So yes, without stupid overacting and us playing out a scene, like you guys got to start. When I say you guys, I'm sure I know that there's a wide majority that don't do this, but this is for the select few that play online and are coming in. They don't know anybody, and I understand that you don't know anyone. You don't have a reason to be like, hey, let's be friends. But that's kind of the point of the game. You guys got to work as a team to take down your friends.
No!
Not your friends, to take down.
Well, your friend is usually the DM.
I mean, the DM. But, like, not take him down, but, like,
No, just
whatever encounter he throws at you.
peg him.
It's not always a combat encounter.
What?
You can do other things in D&D besides combat.
Kato, don't give people ideas. Don't do that. Don't give people no.
I can't
No.
use my barbarian to chop the head off of the guy that was just trying to save his family and just using his what?
I mean, you can do that if you want to. That's what you choose to do so.
Yeah. As soon as you cut his head off, your vision goes dark.
Tacos sprout out of your neck, out of his neck, and the tacos.
You instantly
Germinate you.
become a plant.
I quit.
Okay, goodbye.
Alright,
6th
so,
level
Magician's Touch. You administer even greater cures with a touch, and if necessary, you can use your knowledge to cause harm. See, this is definitely a yin yang class. This is
Because Trixie.
yeah, because I'm thinking about it right now currently. But I mean, it's literally doing that. You can administrate greater cures or cause harm.
I mean, that's the whole point. So yeah.
We have mercy. When you use a hand of healing on a creature, you can also end one disease or one of the following conditions affecting the creature: blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned.
It's essentially bringing your monk stuff that's out normally on you and putting it on other people.
Yeah. When you use Hand of Harm on a creature, you can subject the creature to the poison condition until the end of your next... Wait. That's just free.
Yeah.
You can
You're literally
poison
just
for
poisoning.
free.
You don't have to spend a key point.
Just one. That's it. For...
Oh, besides, yeah. The key
Yeah.
point for Hand of Harm.
'Cause you use Hand of Harm.
Hand of Harm, but this is just adding to that effect.
So you double up. So once again, they're really doing a good job of playing off of your level, your first level thing, the whatever you get at the beginning of your subclass, and then transferring that into the rest of the kit. This way, everything kind of flows. Yeah.
Because, like, don't get me wrong, having a whole bunch of different stuff is cool, and Cleric is a good example of that. But, like, especially when you're just throwing a whole bunch of random stuff that don't mix together, it can come into a clusterfuck that makes no sense.
But I mean, that was the beginning. That was the roots of 5e.
But
that was,
it's
you
fine, but like that's now that we're in this era.
Exactly.
That's what it looks like.
Tasha's is literally using and utilizing your core feature and spreading it out, and I like that because you're not just like, oh, you have to use this feature.
I don't remember it.
During a different time.
How does that work?
You just, it's just one thing. You just,
Okay.
yeah, it's all Just all combined with your 3rd level stuff. You don't got to worry about a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flurry of healing and harm. You can now mete out the flurry of comfort and harm. When you use flurry of blows, you can now replace each of the unarmed strikes with the use of a hand of healing without spending any key points for the healing. That's really stupid, and I love it. In addition, when you make an unarmed strike with flurry of blows, you can use hand of harm without that strike. It's literally based off your entire kit.
Mm-hmm.
That's really strong. And then Hand of Ultimate Mercy. Your mastery of life energy opens the door to the ultimate mercy. As an action, you can touch the corpse of a creature that died within the past 24 hours and spend 5 key points. The creature then returns to life, regaining a number of hit points equal to 4d10 plus your wisdom modifier. What? If the creature died while subject to any of the following conditions, it provides with the... What?
So actually, this now kind of brings to light something that was really never mentioned. If you die blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned, you come back as the same condition.
Yeah.
That's something that has really never been brought up. Like, okay, if you die stunned, do you come back stunned? I would think that it would dissipate, but you come back stunned?
That was the rules. If the creature died, well, you remove them.
Okay.
That's very
But that's
fucking strong.
4d10. 4d10. But that is your level cap, like, ability.
That's
as
your
far
17th,
as...
if
yeah.
you make it to 17th level, I think that's okay.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
that's okay. You made it to 17th level. That's a very high level. Either you just have it, or for like a one shot, or you guys are just at 17th level. 17th level's a very hard level to get to.
Yeah, because this doesn't... Yeah, because once you use this, you can't do anything else aside from your Step of the Wind. So this is an action. So you can't attack after that or anything like that. You just Step of the Wind, dodge most likely or some shit. And yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think overall, this kit is once again support. But with Hand of Harm, if you also want to, you can be a damage dealer as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of like you have a semi-built-in sneak attack. That's like a weaker version of a sneak attack.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. But yeah, that's really freaking strong. There's nothing else to say besides that one.
Yeah,
Damn.
This definitely encourages
Healing.
DMs to also put those conditions on your players. This way, your Way of the Mercy monk can actually utilize his kit.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's definitely that. Yeah, Way of the Mercy is probably way stronger than a lot of these subclasses, if I'm being honest. That's really top tier.
As far as like playing it goes, it's definitely flavorful of a class. But once again, these subclasses really rely on the player not caring about DPS.
Yeah, like it's giving a potential option of like, hey, you still want to play the monk, right? And you don't want to go cleric, you don't want to go druid, you don't want to go any of these healing classes. Here's an option. You can still heal and be the healer you want to be, and be the monk. You guys don't always have to take a cleric. Don't get me wrong. I still am a heavy bias person towards the cleric. I think it's still one of my favorite classes, just in general. If other people play it in my campaign, or if I'm playing it in someone else's campaign. But you don't feel the need to have to go healing. Healing is important, and that's what subclasses do for you. They can help with healing. So yeah, that's there's that. Do you want me to roll a character up? What do you want me? You want to do that? Or do you want to do that later? You want to just keep going?
Yeah, let's just keep going for this one.
I agree. We will go over the rest of the subclasses as far as like creating builds and stuff later.
Yeah, because this for right now, yeah.
Don't
just
get
to
me
get
wrong,
through them.
it was fun the first part, and I had the energy to do it.
It stretches.
It's going to stretch it out.
It stretches.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it stretch.
So we're just going to keep looking over the book and going from there. Way of the Astral Self. Note to self, create a spell that lets you throat punch people with your ghost. A monk who follows the way of the Astral Self believes their body is an illusion. They see their key as a representation of their true form, in the Astral Self. This Astral Self has the capacity to be a force of order or disorder, with some monasteries training students to use their power to protect the weak, and others instructing what the fuck is that word? Aspirants?
Aspirants?
That's just
it's like a variation of aspirations.
Sure, and how to manifest their true selves and service to the mighty. Forms of your astral self. So I'm going to read this because this still confuses me a little bit.
Oh.
The astral self is a translucent embodiment of the monk's soul. This is why I'm reading it. As a result, an astral self can reflect aspects of a monk's background, ideals, flaws, and bonds. And an astral self doesn't necessarily look anything like the monk. For example, the astral self of a lanky human might be reminiscent of a minotaur, the strength of which the monk feels within. Similarly, an orc monk might manifest gussamar arms, okay, and a delicate visage. I don't know what that word means.
Gossamer, I have an inkling of it, but I don't exactly know.
Representing the gentle beauty of the orc soul. Each astral self is unique, and some of the monks of this monastic tradition are known more for the appearance of their astral self than for their physical appearance. When choosing this path, consider the quirks that define your monk. Are you obsessed with something? Are you driven by justice or selfish desire? Any of these motivations can manifest into your astral self.
So essentially speaking, we just have to, pinpoint where they got the inspiration from. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Okay.
It's literally just your stand. When you think of it as a stand, that is all you are seeing. Is a stand.
A stand?
A stand.
A stand.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you like how they had
I have not watched it.
Wait, you've never seen it?
I know what the show's about.
Yeah.
I've seen clips, I've seen stuff. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so essentially speaking, right? So JoJo is the main character throughout all the series.
Right.
He has sons and relatives and shit like that. They all literally have this thing called a stand. The stand is just basically a manifestation of power. So all they do is punch a lot.
Yeah, I know that.
That's it. You're like,
So
that meme. That's where that meme comes from.
Yeah, I know.
So that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's literally...
Yeah.
It's a cool concept, and
Definitely.
I get it to a degree. It's their soul coming out to help them.
Exactly.
But it's definitely something I have to still wrap my mind around.
Yeah, if you literally never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, this doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I have. It's just I've only seen like clips and shit because.
Yeah, I mean, like you watched full episode basically.
Your arms of the astral self. Your mastery of your key allows you to summon a portion of your astral self. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 key point to summon the arms of your astral self. When you do so, each creature of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of you must succeed on a dexterity saving throw, or take force damage equal to 2 rolls of your martial die. For 10 minutes, these spectral arms hover near your shoulders.
10 minutes?
Surrounded your arms, your choices.
Pretty good.
You determine the arm's appearance, and they vanish early if you are incapacitated or die. While the spectral arms are present, you gain the following benefits. You can use your wisdom modifier in place of your strength when making strength checks or saving throws. That's really cool. You can use the spectral arms to make unarmed strikes. That's really cool. I would expect that. When you make an unarmed strike with the arms on your turn, your reach for it is 5 feet greater than normal. The unarmed strikes you make with the arms can use your wisdom modifier in place of your strength or dex modifier for the attack or damage rolls, and your damage type is force. That's really cool.
That definitely gives you incentive to just be a wisdom base versus dex base then.
Mm-hmm. Please get a higher armor class, everyone. Visage of the Astral Self, 6th way. You can summon the Visage of your Astral Self as a bonus action or as part of a bonus action you take to activate Arms of Astral Self. You can spend 1 key point to summon this Visage for 10 minutes. It vanishes early if you are incapacitated or die. The Spectral Vision covers your face like a helmet or mask. You determine its appearance. While the Spectral Visage is present, you gain the following benefits. Astral Sight. You can see normally in darkness. Humans, anything that doesn't have dark vision. 120 feet.
Oh, both magical and non-magical. That is actually pretty good, yeah. That's literally equivalency to Devil Sight right there.
Yeah, warlock.
Yeah.
Wisdom of the Spirit. You have advantage on wisdom and charisma intimidation checks. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Word of the Spirit. When you speak, you can direct your words to a creature of your choice that you can see within 60 feet of you, making it so only that creature can hear you. Oh my God, that's so fucking cool. Alternately, you can amplify your voice so that all creatures within 600 feet.
600?
Yeah, Word of the Spirit's fucking dope.
Oh, okay.
I love Word of the Spirit.
This is definitely more of a
flavor class.
Yeah.
I
like it.
I love it. Body of the Astral Self. When you have both your astral arms and visage summoned, you can cause the body of your astral self to appear. The spectral body covers your physical form like a suit of armor, connecting with the arms and visage. You determine its appearance. While the spectral body is present, you can gain the following benefits. When you take acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, or thunder damage, you can use your reaction to deflect it. When you do so, the damage you take is reduced by 1d10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, wow. Taking your core monk ability to, deflect missiles.
And amplifying it.
Exactly.
Empowered arms. Empowered arms. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a target with the arms of Astral Self, you can deal extra damage to the target equal to your martial arts stuff.
So you hit like a greatsword.
Cool. I like it.
So that means both of Visage of Astral Self and Body of Astral Self stack on each other. So that means you get 6 whole abilities, not including your Arms of Astral Self, which is also activated on each. So once you...
Yeah.
When you activate it, first of all, you do a whole bunch of damage just activating it. Because you do they make a dexterity saving throw. That means anything within 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
That you want to hit.
Yeah.
Already hit like a greatsword. And then you get more damage. I like it.
Yeah, I do. This is my favorite. Dude, I like the Way of the Mercy. As far as class flavor wise, I think it's great when you need a healer, and you're just like, I want to be a monk, and no one wants to play healer. I'll be healer, Way of Mercy, and play the monk.
Exactly.
Cool. I think that's good. I think Way of the Mercy is a great option that's been given for people who are in that kind of situation. But if you're looking to play it regardless, I think it's a cool idea as well. It's just not. If I'm picking between the two, as far as Caleb's choice wise, Way of the Astral Self is just cool. The flavor and the ideas
they got it
that
from
come
JoJo.
Well, I get it.
I know, but
it
helps with the creative expression that they got from it.
Yeah, I'm sure that they, via that inspiration, there's just so much that they've already put into this class. But looking at the features, looking at the different ideas behind it, what are the spirit? If you're asking me as Caleb, for roleplay sakes, someone uses the word of the spirit all the time. I'm loving that, man.
Oh yeah.
That makes a campaign for me, or at least makes a character just shine so brightly. If you use that a lot, if people are just like, okay, I just talked to him from 600 feet away.
Right.
What? We can't hear you. We're all the way over here.
Like that, and the thing is that you get advantage
or you can
on intimidation checks.
But like, I'm just imagining 600 feet away, the enemies are just like the orc army is 600 feet away, and then there's a guy that's just like speaking 600 feet away, just like
right.
Huh? We're still gonna attack.
No. Jotaro!
It's such a cool idea. I like it.
Alright.
Awakened. Like we said, we're.
Wait, did we do Awakened Astral Self?
That's a swoop. Oh, did we?
Did
we
not?
not? Did we
No,
not? Did we
I
not?
don't think
Did we
so.
not? Did we not? Did we not? Did we not?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Awakened
blasting.
Astral Self. You connect your Astral Self to is complete, allowing you to unleash its full potential. As a bonus action, you can spend 5 key points to summon the arms, visage, and the body of your Astral Self and awaken it for 10 minutes. This awaken ends early if you're incapacitated or die. While your Astral Self is awakened, you gain Arm of the Spirit. You gain +2 to AC. Too high already. Astral Barrage. Whenever you use the extra attack feature to attack twice, you can instead attack 3 times if all the attacks are made with your astral arms. So you attack 3 times, and then bonus action attack, and then spend another key point for flurry of blows.
You're doing so much in your turn, man.
And on top of that, all your dice is doubled? Wait, is all your dice doubled right now?
No.
No, just at the first time when you activate it.
There's a heavy emphasis on wisdom.
Yeah.
You just go max wisdom, and with that max wisdom, if you already have high dex, or decent dex.
Yeah, it seems like you dump. Yeah, you dump strength because you can replace all of your strength modifier checks
I'm just seeing
with wisdom.
I'm
So
just literally just seeing a gnome monk, and then just using their arms to like walk and shit.
I mean, the thing is that your damage is force.
Yeah, I know.
Your damage is force.
Not many things are
It's
resistant to force
already
damage.
magical as soon as you get your third level. You're already doing magical damage.
And there's not many things that are resistant to force damage. It's literally the damage type that's least resistant out of all of them. Especially when you're a monk and you're just going up and punching things that are resistant to your damage.
Exactly.
All the time.
But you get that immediately. That means you can be beating up werewolves.
Yeah, I literally already see the concept that I would be rolling with that. I already have a gnome monk in mind. I think that would be really fun to rock.